Imagine giving 10 years of your life to a company, working late nights and missing family birthdays, only to be called into the office 2 days before your biggest bonus check is due. My boss, Mr. Henderson, sat there with a smirk, telling me I was no longer a cultural fit. He thought he was saving $40,000. What he didn't realize was that I was the only person on the planet who had the encryption keys to the company's main servers. Without me, his $50 million empire was just a collection of expensive bricks. Welcome to Karma Files. Today, we're learning why you should never fire the person who keeps your lights on. I was the senior systems architect. In plain English, I built the skeleton of the company. Mr. Henderson was the type of CEO who walked around in $5,000 suits, taking credit for everyone else's hard work. He treated employees like disposable tissues. For months, I watched him push out the veterans to hire cheaper, younger talent who didn't know the system. I was the last one left from the original team. I knew every bug, every backdoor, and every security protocol. When my bonus was due, a bonus I had earned by saving the company from a massive cyber attack, Henderson decided I was too expensive. He fired me on a Friday afternoon, effective immediately, and had security escort me out like a criminal. He even laughed, saying, "Anyone can do your job for half the price, David." I didn't argue. I didn't beg. I simply handed over my badge and my laptop. But here's the thing about high-level security. It's tied to the creator's biometric and rotating tokens. I hadn't sabotaged anything that would be illegal. I simply stopped performing the manual, hourly handshake that kept the servers from entering ultra-secure lockdown mode. By Sunday night, while Henderson was likely celebrating his savings on a golf course, the system triggered a routine security audit. Since I wasn't there to authorize it, the servers did exactly what they were programmed to do. They locked down, tight. No one could log in. Not the managers, not the clients, and definitely not the cheap talent Henderson hired to replace me. Monday morning was chaos. The company's biggest client, a government agency, couldn't access their data. Millions of dollars were at stake every hour. Henderson called me, screaming, demanding I fix the glitch. I answered the phone while sitting on a beach with a cold drink. "I'm sorry, Mr. Henderson," I said calmly, "but as you mentioned, I'm no longer a cultural fit. And since I'm replaceable, I'm sure your new team can handle it." He went from screaming to begging in 60 seconds. He offered me my bonus. I said no. He offered me double. I said, "I'll come back as an independent consultant. My rate is $50,000 per day, with a minimum 10-day contract, paid up front." He had no choice. He paid. I walked back into that office, unlocked the system in 5 minutes, and then handed in my permanent resignation. He lost $500,000 to save $40,000. That is the price of arrogance. Henderson thought he held all the power because he had the title. He forgot that a ship doesn't move without the engineers in the engine room. Today, his company is struggling to keep talent, and I'm running my own consultancy firm. The lesson? Know your value, and never let a suit tell you you're disposable. Have you ever had a boss who thought they were untouchable? How did you handle it? Drop your stories in the comments. I read every single one. Subscribe to Karma Files for more corporate justice.